Good morning, 47. The board has sanctioned Eric Soda's for termination. After Colorado, we did some digging into Soda's private affairs and discovered that he has been fast-tracked for critical heart surgery at the hyper-exclusive Gama Private Hospital in Hokkaido, Japan. Such a display of power has Providence written all over it. Sodas, who suffers from a rare condition known as situs inversus, where his internal organs are reversed, desperately needs a right-sided heart transplant and has clearly betrayed the ICA to get it. He was admitted last night and is currently being prepped for a 3-day surgery. We have booked you into Gama under the usual guise of Tobias Reaper, corporate shark, here for a standard medical checkup. As such, you will need to play it by ear and procure whatever tools you need to complete the mission. You also need to eliminate Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Sodas has already given Yamazaki access to our client records and has agreed to provide a full list of active ICA operatives post-operation. This transaction cannot be allowed to happen. Sodas must pay for his treachery, and his insidious employers must be taught a lesson. ICA's sovereignty is at stake. Powerful as Providence may be, we need to draw a line in the sand. I will leave you to prepare.
Alright everyone, welcome back. We've got Hokkaido now, the very last mission in the main story of Season 1. We're going to be taking a silver baller as usual, we're going to take the coins, and we're going to take electronic key hacker. The disposable scrambler works as well, they both are basically the same item really. And we're starting in the default location, playing the master as usual.
Welcome to Hokkaido, 47. The Gama Private Hospital provides cutting-edge medical treatment for the global elite, outside the law if required. The facility is partially run by an artificial intelligence system known as Kai. The AI oversees patient admission to various areas in the hospital, and even participates in some medical procedures. You will find Eric Sodas in the operating theater, undergoing a pre-surgery regenerative stem cell treatment. A highly controversial procedure, yet to be approved by Japanese authorities. Yuki Yamazaki has already arrived. You'll find her in her suite or roaming the restaurant and spa areas of the hospital. Sodas is scheduled to be put under soon. Let us make sure he stays that way. Good luck, 47.
Alright, getting straight into it. Hokkaido's got a lot of interesting things about it. Firstly, as a little computer system, it will say we've got a personal robe with a outfitted radio frequency identification chip or something. Yeah, that is. It's got a chip in it. You can only access doors which you are allowed to. So, for instance, this security place, I can't unless I hack it, which is why we brought the electronic key hackers with us. Because I think we're going to use all three, maybe, in all likelihood. And the first one we're going to use around here. That guy there, I'm going to end up taking out when he comes back in here, just to make sure he's not going to be in the way when we deal with Yuki Yamazaki, which we're setting up now by increasing the temperature into the sauna here. So the two guys in there are going to leave. It's going to be too hot for them to handle, you know? And that security guard should probably end up coming back in here in a moment. We're just going to eliminate him, because I don't know if he does get in the way, but to make sure he doesn't, I'm just going to knock him out, you know? He doesn't see you if you crouch around here. You can close the door and then just subdue him and put him in that little basket over here. But really, like, it's quite easy, this map, to do Suit Only Silent Assassin, because, well, Yuki can be dealt with here, and Soda's in general is quite difficult to get to because he's stationary. He's in one spot the whole time. He's on that operating table you saw in the intro. And there's a lot of interesting stuff you can do with the surgery and the stem cell treatment and all of that to kill him. But what we're going to do is a method where we don't actually get anywhere close to Sodas, and we technically don't kill him straight away. Because what we're going to do is we're going to destroy the right-sided heart he needs, because his little medical problem, his all of his organs are the opposite way around, so he needs right-sided heart, and there's not a lot of them in the world, so if we destroy it, they won't be able to get another one in time, and he will die. But until then, we're just gonna chill, waiting for Yuki Yamazaki to show up. One of the other patients around here is complaining about how her yoga session's not available because she's been bumped back, and that's because Yuki's taken those opportunities. And that's an interesting opportunity to use, but you got to become the yoga instructor, so we won't be doing that. Instead, we're just gonna stick with the sauna. Gonna look at this bonsai tree for a bit, because I was gonna say we're gonna cut, but Yuki's right there, so we'll wait a couple of seconds. You know, we'll chill, have a little conversation. How's your day been? Mine's been alright, but it's only been like 3 hours into it. And it's a lot better now that I don't have to play Colorado anymore, because that was painful.
A bit of privacy.
So her guard's gonna walk away. I like to let the door close itself because I don't know if this is the case or not, but last time I closed the door myself, it didn't give me the option to lock it. I don't know if that was just a bug or you've got to let it close, but I let it do it itself, you know? And that she couldn't withstand the heat. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't die like that quickly. I think it would take a little bit longer, but what do I know? I ain't a fucking like biologist or anything. I don't know what the fucking human body can withstand. I'm just some fucking dickhead. We're gonna run over here. We're gonna pick up a hammer from a little toolbox over there, if I don't run into a rock. And we're going to climb down here. If it's a bit awkward up at that little bit, like there's little bits of geometry that 47 seems to get stuck on, but we've still got plenty of time to make it when we need to. We need to pick up from the left here a neurochip remote control. One of the dudes in the morgue, which is where we're going to now, has a neurochip in his brain which controls his emotions and shit. So we're going to use that to help us get access to the heart. And before that, we're going to eliminate these 3 guys who are in this room. So the 2 doctors and the 1 guard. But first, we got to take out this camera. Not this, ideally, but it doesn't matter that much. Turn off this, and that will attract one of the guards. The reason we shoot the camera is because otherwise it will see us going onto this, well, hiding here, and also because I want to hide a body up there. She did notice the first bullet impact, which is why she went out there, but usually she doesn't go up there. That was just me being a bit dumb, but we've got our hammer. Wait for him to flick all the switches, which he just did. That means no one else will immediately come and investigate this. I'm going to wait for the white dot of the bodyguard to move around, and also the other white dot to move around the table. That way, when I start moving this, no one's going to be looking this way. They're all going to be looking different ways. I'm going to drag them all the way up the stairs. I'm going to tuck him over here. Now, like I said, there's no reason for the woman to come here apart from, you know, when I accidentally shot the wall. She just went and investigated. But she will not see that body. Now, to get rid of the second doctor, we do the same. Because, you know, they all fall for the same tricks. That's why we had to hide the body up there. Even though you can see it here, he doesn't. At least he shouldn't. Otherwise I'm going to look like a dickhead. You're good then? Yep. Yeah, we're good. Yep, he's too focused on the lights, you know? And then he flicks them all up, so we smack him in the back of the head. Now we're going to wait for this guy to move over. going to immediately throw this, and we're going to start dragging him immediately. This guy, for some reason, does not see any of it. I guess the morgue table's covering his view? I don't really know. I honestly don't have a fucking clue how he doesn't see that at all. Now we're going to look through here. I'm going to use instinct for just a second, yep, to figure out where it is. There's the recording. We shoot that, and that means... The main reason I did that is because there's two cameras, which are a bit pain in the ass. There's one, this room, you could have shot the camera itself, and there's one in this room, which you could have also shot itself before going in, but shooting the recording is just a bit easier. And it doesn't matter that much. It just means as well, any other potential cameras which might be in your way, we've got to walk over here to increase the medicine for the neurochip. So now he's basically high as fuck. He's eventually going to walk into that room on the left where there's two white dots and there's two bodyguards in there, which is why there's two white dots. And he's going to be like, whoa, and look at all this shit, right? There is a way where you can get him to throw the heart away, but I don't remember how you do that. I think you got to activate it a second time. But what we're going to do is let him walk in, send the guards out, and then when it's all clear, we're going to knock him out and then yeet the fucking heart ourselves. But for some reason, even though he's like high as a fucking kite, he can still like spot us. I don't get it. It's just the way it happens, yeah. But yeah, he's having a little bit of fun here, so we're gonna smack him in the back of the head, dump it here. Because the one problem with getting him to do it is if he dumps the heart, he will then try and then like go and commit suicide. And if he commits suicide, then it counts against your silent assassin rating. So after I've done that, I'm gonna hide in here until that one guy who's been patrolling around this hallway comes all the way down here, stops a bit, and then moves back. So obviously he's walking down just now. He's gonna chill there for a bit, and then he's gonna go back. You may also see there's another dot on the left here. That is a guy in an actual morgue bit. It's right in there, and he isn't hostile to us because he's actually another agent, one which has showed up in like many of the other Hitman games. It will give you a key card to a specific place, which then, or is it the master key? I think it gives you the master key card or the key card to the place where you get the master key card from. But for our purposes, we don't need to deal with them. We're just gonna open back up into here. Gonna climb through, and we're basically just gonna retrace our steps. We don't want to go on that pipe on the left, so it won't take us all the way up. But this one will. These guys won't see us. And then when we're up, we're no longer trespassing. There is one little thing left. When we go over to this exit, which is the one there where Yuki Yamazaki came in to the facility, there will be a guy who is suspicious of us. Why? I don't fucking know. But bring out a coin and just throw it to the other side. That's what you really need to do. So we're gonna take cover here, throw a little coin over here. Hopefully he heard that. Yep. And he always just tells the guy who is suspicious of us to walk over there, and the other guy's fine. So then we just walk over here, and we take our little lift down. Very simple mission. As you can tell, there was no cuts or anything, so I did it all in one take, and it was actually the first try recording it. I did it. It's not a lot to it. It's fairly simple, but it's a fun mission, and it's definitely fun when you're using different disguises and tackling all the different opportunities available. But yeah, that's Hokkaido.
Miss Burnwood.
That's not what my ticket says.
We received your message. Loud and clear, I might add. Honestly, you could have just sacked the poor guy.
I didn't catch your name.
No, you didn't. There'll be no retaliation, not for Soders, nor any other recent fiascos. Someone's been meddling in our affairs, killing our operatives, and making the ICE look like fools. I think you got close to that someone. Closer than we've ever been. That's why we're hiring you to take him down.
I don't think so.
Don't rattle our cages, Miss Burnwood. You really have no idea.
You spy on us, bribe our people, and you have the gall to demand our help. No. You can't be trusted.
Even so, we've been around for a long, long time. I think we could help each other. Some 20 years ago, your agency took in a young man with no past and extraordinary skills. In his own special way, he cares about you, and vice versa. And ever since that time, we've never stopped wondering where he came from and who made him what he is.
There was a doctor. Some depraved experiment. But he's gone now.
Ah. Well, if you believe the questions died with him, we have nothing further to discuss. If not, as I said, I think we could help each other. Partners, then. Cheer up, Miss Burnwood. We are the lesser evil. This terrorist. He wants nothing but chaos.
He's only a terrorist if you win.
Miss Burnwood, we won a long time ago. This is maintenance.
There we go. The first part of the Hitman story done. Our next mission will not be Night Call. It might be a while until we actually play Night Call, because next week I should hopefully have the 3 bonus missions done all in one episode. I think they should fit, because especially one of them is really short. And then I think the week after that, I want to try the very first Hitman 3 mission. Like, just do my first attempt, first impressions, all that shit. So it'll be normal disguises, try and do some opportunities, probably be a bit longer, and probably just be me running around not knowing what the fuck to do. But that all depends. I mean, I will have Hitman 3 by then, and so I should hopefully be able to do that. But that's the plan. And then the week after that, we'll do Night Call, and we'll just start alternating between Hitman 3 missions and doing the Hitman 2 missions in Suit Only Silent Assassin. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.